Let's talk about a BTC, and I would like to show you some interesting charts on S&P 500. Of course, the old patterns, guys, stop working at all. Absolutely. All old model absolutely doesn't work. Even the halving doesn't work. First of all, let's take a look at this one. This is a chart, the progression of the BTC with the targets around the bottom could be like 27K. Is it possible? Yes. Maybe it's happened. We are now like here. So around 66K, and we should crash it down immediately. Maybe it will play down. Time will show us. The projection of the top, it could be like some 29, around 200K. Maybe also, nobody knows. So this is one progression. Based on this chart, so the opposite, so the same source showing absolutely two different metrics. One is extra bullish, another extra bearish. So on one model, we saw we should drop to 27K. On another model, we so underrated on the rainbow chart. We so underrated. So it's Bitcoin that this one, and the next halving should be here, zone 28. Halving absolutely not help at all the price. Absolutely. Here, like you can see, we hit the high before the halving. Another story, guys. We trade in crazy capitulation zone, so we should skyrocket to the moon. When? Nobody knows. Another model, we out of the rainbow chart, so it's even weird, so everybody, you love this log progression chart because we always have to move up only. What if the rainbow going down like real rainbow, and we should withdraw that rainbow? Is it possible? Yes. So basically, we even out of the lowest point. So what next? What next? That's why, guys, all of that models, it's just a model. Some of them could be right, some of them could be wrong. It's more than okay. Nobody knows the future. That's why I'm more about my plan for the BTC. Of course, I keep in mind we can drop to the 52, 48K, even 35. Yes, it's possible, absolutely. But now I'm looking on the geopolitical situation in the world, and I found some interesting moments on S&P 500, and I would like to show you. Of course, it's not related to the BTC because at that times there was no BTC, no crypto at all. So take a look. This is S&P 500 daily time frame, and now everybody, await the land operation in Iran when the United States will invade on a land operation. If this happens, I would like to show you the two last time when United States invites on a land operation some countries, shock and awe, in zone 3. It was the invasion of Iraq, officially beginning on March 21, zone 3. This is what happened next with S&P 500. Progression by days. It's 1,665 days till we hit the top, and we pump at like 79% on S&P 500. Just in case, the first operation was here. Operation Desert Storm, the combat phase of the Gulf War began on January 1791. Here. What was the facts of the beginning? Before the invasion, the people and the traders wait, what happened next? So nobody want to take a risk, because everybody in fear of something horrible will happen. And it took 3,354 days, and S&P 500 pumped 391%. Of course, this scenario will not repeat itself again. Why? Because it's absolutely total different time. It was the technology progression, new companies and all of that stuff, and of course not that time. But you can see clearly on your screen what's happening usually after this land operation in invasion in the United States. They started burning money because they spent a lot of money on weapons and all of these things. What happened in the next? We crash it down in zone 8. After the fact, when everything hit the high, the Michael Burry shared that his super prediction about a big crash, and it's happened, a big short. But the same Michael Burry predicted the big short the last 3 years, and nothing happened. That's why I think it just can be the theory. I think when the operation will start, if it will start, or maybe the Donald Trump will just not do this one. I think, yes, the S&P 500, when everybody understood it, so yes, it's happening, it's beginning, the market could react positive. In a moment, yes, we can drop a little bit, like 5%, 10%. After that, we will bounce back. When it's happening, nobody knows. Maybe it's going to be here 1st April on a full day, or it will be the big joke. Or it can happen, May. So in the summer, we drop a little bit, and after that, bounce into new all-time high. What will be with the BTC? I have no idea. I have no idea, because at that time, there was no BTC. And everything is what is after that, it was just a history. Of course, it was a big crash. And now, if the progression will be absolutely the same, like 1,666 days, we should end, I don't know where. Zone 32, I guess, or something. It's hard to even imagine how many days does it took, and where we're going to stop. So that's the point. I don't think so. The next wave going to be super long, right? I think it's going to be slower by time and by price gains. But yes, the people can fix the gold and reinvest in the risky assets to make a more profit. It's just in a theory, guys. It just the 2 times happened before on the historical moment when the United States invades in some other countries. That's why we will see. For the BTC, guys, locally, I would like to show the daily. Definitely, we will soon retest 87,400. It's yearly open, so we usually come back and test that levels. So it's just a matter of time when. Yes. We saw the signal to buy on trade on indicator. This signal happened at 1, 2, 3, 4 times in history. I can't say we have to just blindly believe the indicators, but this is just a metric. This is just an algorithm. What happened before, and I told you the cycles will be shorter, if the cycles even exist. And the gains will be less gains, and the drops could be less. That's why here, from the top, we already dumped at like 52%, right? From the top, 52. This top was, let's count, 77, and to this bottom, like 75. So should we drop 77% again? Maybe. So if the history repeat, we should drop till even here to 32K. Maybe, I don't know, guys. But it's we will drop on the fundamental volume. We already retested a buy line in the weekly. We got a signal to buy here. We got a signal to take profit, so we need to close all short position, and we saw the signal to buy. So at least sooner or later, I think we're going to see the yearly open test. And monthly time frame, guys, we already retested this one. Exit line above. Of course, this candle is not a bullish one, but if we could see the continuation, it means this idea with the United States invasion in other countries is wrong. That's why, yes, 77%, it can be even 28, like buy line on a monthly. So only time, guys, will show us, but I'm more, I'm more about at least the bounce on a BTC if the United States in an invasion in the Iran directly on a land operation. So the question will be only for big investors. Do they ready to take a risk and reinvest the money from the gold to the BTC or not? Because the BTC pumped it from the beginning of the operation Iraq war. Let's call it the correct words. War. The United States began the war against the Iran. The 1 month, the BTC pumped at 5%. The gold dumped at 17. So gold at all-time highs, and now can be the logically reinvest that money into stocks, and maybe United States is going to start to bring money. So we will see. That's why my plan is still the same, guys, for BTC. But of course, I keep in mind we can crash it down if just at the end BTC is absolutely just useless token, and nobody want to take a risk with this asset. We can't know, because the previous times there was no crypto, no new sector of investments. So time will show us when the operation gonna start. So guys, stay safe. I hope you like this video. Subscribe channel, and don't forget Geopolitics channel. See you next time, guys.